Hello guys, it's Chris here from Football League Hub, or you will know me as Avenger Snake, where I tweet about Manchester United news, if it's my opinion, or transfer news. So today I just want to speak a little bit about Solskjaer, his future and what's been going on in the last few weeks and the way forward that Manchester United are about to take in regards to Solskjaer. So let's look back in a few results. The first thing is Manchester United in the last few weeks have only got 1 point out of 12. And they've played the likes of Aston Villa and Everton, didn't look great there. They lost to Leicester 4-2. That was a damning result. The defence, again, was an absolute shambles. And they've just lost to Liverpool 5-0. Again, the defence was an absolute shambles. And the team looked very disjointed and didn't look like they wanted to play for Solskjaer anymore. So where are we with Solskjaer and his future? So most of the people around the club that I speak to on a quite regular basis about transfer news, and those who are just following me now, it's worth you looking at my Instagram or going back on Football League Hub to see my news, because I can appreciate that you perhaps don't know who I am, which is understandable, and I can appreciate sometimes you'll say things on Twitter that you don't actually mean, but that's entirely up to you. That's your choice, of course. So what's happening at the moment is that Manchester United last week said to Solskjaer that they expect positive results this week. And it started off quite well for him in the Champions League. Although he went 2-0 down, credit to the players, they came back 3-2. But, Atlanta played to their strengths, had a lot of injuries. So Manchester United had the ability to win those games. They have the players and they can do that. So I think it was on the players more than the coaching ability with that one. And then we get to the Liverpool game, and everyone was, slowly optimistic. They saw the lineup. They thought Manchester United could win this game. And within 15 minutes, the game was over. And then from there, it was just they got torn apart, and it ended 5-0. And there was a lot of issues in that game. Some of the players didn't look like they wanted to play for Solskjaer anymore. Very low. Ronaldo didn't, he played quite well, to be fair, in my opinion, but he was frustrated, of course. Pogba got sent off. Solskjaer didn't, he took Greenwood off at half-time, maybe to protect the young lad again because the game was gone, I don't know. But, it's a lot of issues been going on recently. So, the Glazers are extremely disappointed by this result. And fans are, of course, as well. So what their feeling is at the moment is that Manchester United don't believe that Solskjaer can turn it around. They've got Spurs next. I believe in the Premier League, they've got Spurs next and Manchester City. And those are big games, you see. So they're looking at replacements at the moment. I can confirm that. So Zidane is definitely at the top of the list. Unfortunately for those fans, Conte will be considered because of his winning mentality. Once they've said, okay, this guy's going to come, Zidane, which we don't know at the moment if he is or not, because we haven't got to that stage, then Solskjaer, obviously, his time is done. So there could be a possibility that he takes charge of the next game, but his future, is not long-term anymore. The club can understand that some of the players are not playing under him. And ideally, we might hear, he might not take in charge the next game, but most of the people around the club expect him to be sacked. And that's the news story that I'm getting out. And I just wanted to clarify it with you guys because people take a lot of things out of context on Twitter. But at the moment, it does look like his curtains on his career. Who would I prefer? Would be Zidane, of course, because of his winning mentality. Won 3 Champions League in the world. And this nonsense about him not able to coach, you don't win 3 Champions League in the world if you don't know how to coach. So let's park that for now and see what happens with that. But as I said, Solskjaer doesn't have a long-term future at Manchester United. I know he's come out and said he won't resign, and he's going to be defiant, of course. But it's not going to be into his hands, and Man United will make a decision in the next few days. Most certainly, Glazers can pull the plug at any point. It's looking extremely bleak for him. I'm hearing loads of stuff come through to say that his time is over at Manchester United. It's just a matter of time to get a replacement now. So I'm certain we're going to hear more news, and I'm going to hear more news of confirmation that officially that he's left the club by mutual consent. Obviously, get compensation because he's only just signed a 3-year contract. So, You know, I think it's going to be 7 to 10 million. I don't know. That will be confirmed. But as I said, it's not looking good, and we'll hear a little bit more. I guess we will hear more. I will hear more Monday or Tuesday for certain. But there's no long-term future for Solskjaer. They start to plan to look at replacements now. Of course, you won't hear a lot about that, but there's a lot of good managers out there right now. So let's see. I'll keep you updated as you say. And we'll see what happens in the next few days, guys. But this is very brief today because I just wanted to clarify the situation. People get confused on Twitter a little bit, start to get abusive. That's entirely up to them. I'm here to just report news. I've been doing it for the last 2 years. Anyone that knows me, I will only say something when I know it's 100% sure. Of course, I've got my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, which I will tell people if it is an opinion or confirmation. So next few days are important. So let's see, as I said, and I will give you that news as soon as possible. But as I said, to clarify, Solskjaer's future is no longer long term, and the club are close to sacking him as long as they can get the replacement in, and they'll do this. Change the position as soon as possible. So thanks for listening. Keep an eye on my Twitter, check Discord. Maybe there'll be some updates from Instagram, and maybe there might be an article on the website about what's happening moving forward. So thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Take care. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye-bye now.